from eKit254, did you ever have any culture shock when you traveled to the US? If not, is there anything American you like, find weird, or dislike? What's the biggest culture shock in America, Cristine?
Wrong maple syrup. No.
They've got maple syrup in Vermont.
It's okay, yeah, sure. I'm thinking of like Florida.
Maple syrup doesn't find its way down there.
Palm trees do not make maple syrup.
Or, information about managing pandemics either, apparently.
Yes, sure. If we went there now, that would be a culture shock. There'd be no rules. No one's wearing masks. Oh my God, can you imagine?
God, that's so sad.
Okay,
anyway,
let's not go there and depress everyone currently living there.
Okay,
one thing pre-pandemic I can think of that I did experience a bit of a culture shock was the first time we went to Texas, and the only time we've been to Texas. And we landed at the airport, and there was a car who picked us up because it was associated with the event we were going to. So we were just like assigned a car.
We were in Austin, by the way.
Was it Austin? Okay.
Yeah.
And the driver just started talking about guns and how he had one.
Yeah, completely unprompted.
Because he just asked, like, where are you from? And we're like, we're from Canada. And he goes, oh, y'all don't have any guns up there? And then we're like, what?
Yeah.
And it was, it's not him as a person. Like, I'm not, like, afraid or anything. It's just a reminder of where I was and how different the laws were and the standards and the perception of, like, regular people owning weapons is completely different than my experience in Canada and my entire life. So that was a culture shock. And obviously that's not all of America. Texas is more known for more people. What is it, like open carry in some area? I don't even know.
I don't know.
All of it to me, I'm just like, what? Are you a cop? No.
Well, like, in Canada, having especially certain types of guns, like a handgun, is incredibly difficult to get the sort of license you need to do that. And there's a lot of restrictions on what you can even do or where you can take it or how it needs to be transported. Yeah, so just to get in a car and have someone sort of just unprompted bring up their guns and how much they like guns and things like that was pretty...
Yeah, like it made me uncomfortable, like, obviously. Not that I thought he was going to do anything, but just like you can imagine that if you were in my position, never seen a gun, no one you know has a gun.
It's not like he was taking guns.
No, I know, but still just talking about it so casually and how he was basically saying it's so weird that we don't just have guns. There's no guns in Walmart in Canada.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a culture shock to me. And that shapes some of my impression of the States. Not all of it. Obviously, I've been to other places that aren't as much like that.
We were in, like, I think Austin is known as the most, like, liberal part of Texas, too, by the way.
Yeah. So it's just chance, I guess, that we had this very particular driver who had this story.
You can run into weirdos anywhere. We were in
I thought we were in like a progressive part of Texas.
Yeah, Austin is like a weird progressive kind of city.
Weird in the context of compared to the rest of
Texas?
Texas?
I think their slogan is "Keep Austin Weird."
Oh.
Am I making that up? Is that a Portland? I might be mixing up my cities. But I think they're known for being sort of an artistic sort of...
What about you? Any culture shock? And
I don't know about culture shock, but you reminded me of sometimes if you're just in a car and someone's driving you, they'll just say weird things. The most awkward drive of my life, you were here for this. We had a driver once, I think we were in New York, trying to get to an airport. So we were in the car with this guy for a while. I won't say what service. Anyway, the guy spoke at length about how he was sure Bill Cosby was innocent.
Oh,
and it got incredibly uncomfortable in the car.
I remember that.
That,
I also remember
we weren't agreeing with him. So I think you just sort of stopped talking and just started ignoring.
I literally was so tired.
But like I was already sort of talking to him, and then it kept going, and it was really uncomfortable. Yeah.
And we were stuck in traffic.
Yeah, we're just sitting there. Like,
and then we could not get out.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Fun car rides in the States.